No problem.
We're at 7 o'clock meeting. I'm following.
Right. Okay, I'd like to call the regular session of the Isabella County Board of Commissioners to order. Stand for the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Here.
Three,
Here.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Here.
Commissioner Engler,
Here.
Commissioner Marino,
Here.
Commissioner Swaney.
Present.
Oh, all present, Mr. Chairman.
The approval of the agenda. We'll start with general public comment. We don't have any special presentations or special reports, no appointments to boards and commissions. We will approve the consent agenda. Are there any items anyone would like removed from the consent agenda for further discussion? Hearing nothing, brings us down to committee reports. Finance and Administration Committee.
Finance Administration Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Human Resources Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
The Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
And Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
Public Works Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We have no intergovernmental affairs, no administrator controller issues, no unfinished business. Under new business, we will consider the 2023 October apportionment report. And then we'll have general public comment again and announcements. So with that, is there a motion to approve the agenda? Support. Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We have an agenda. And it brings us to general public comment. Lost all our general public.
Yes, can't hold.
So we'll keep right on. We'll move right along. Commissioner Embry, would you present the consent agenda for us, please?
Sure will, Mr. Chairman. Motion reads, move to approve and place on file the October 3rd, 2023 work session minutes, the October 3rd, 2023 regular meeting minutes, the October 10th, 2023 Human Resources and Public Works Committee meeting minutes, the October 10th, 2023 Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee meeting minutes, and the October 10th, 2023 Finance and Administration Committee meeting minutes.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve and place on file the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Brings us down to committee reports. Finance and Administration Committee.
First item is September 29, 2023 invoice list, the October 6, 2023 invoice list, and adjustment list dated October 12, 2023. Motion reads, move to ratify and place on file the September 19, 2023 invoice list in the amount of $139,696.40. The October 6, 2023 invoice list in the amount of $3,505,394.45. And the adjustment list dated October 12, 2023.
Support.
Been moved and supported to ratify and place on file the September 29th, 2023 invoice list, the October 6th, 2023 invoice list, and the adjustment list dated October 12, 2023. Discussion.
So we've had a number of opportunities to review the proposed payments. And in the work session that began at 5:30, there was no questions or comments on any of them. They were pretty well very familiar, the members of the board. The only one that was kind of shocking is the October 6th list had a value of over $3 million, over $3.5 million, but 3 million, almost 3 million of that is Clark Construction payments ongoing for the construction of the new sheriff's office and correctional facility. So we have another opportunity. Do you have any questions on the two lists, either the September 29th, October 6th? Still no questions. So on the adjustment list, these are changes, additions to the two previous lists. Basically adding payments for early payment discount or payments for trying to not have a late fee. And there's always something minor like an adjustment taking sales tax off since we're tax exempt. Any questions on the adjustment list?
Okay. Hearing nothing further, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Hutchinson,
Yes.
Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
The second item for the Finance and Administration Committee is the prime contract change order number 11 with Clark Construction. Motion reads, move to approve the prime contract change order number 10 with Clark Construction in the net additional amount of $76,694 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the prime contract change order number 11 with Clark Construction. Discussion.
We had our project manager Heidi Hinskindle here at our work session, outlined a couple of things. Big ticket items were the concrete changes, which were a little over 79,000. We had some fire alarm design changes, it's $23,000. Mechanical and plumbing issues, changes, 51,000. And then we had a change for filling some of the spaces with concrete. They changed that to geofoam, and that saved us a little bit of money. So the ultimately, the additional cost was $76,694, which will not be taken from the contingency line, but will be taken from our buyout line that have accumulated over time with various deductions in the cost of the project. So.
Okay. Any further discussion? Yes, sir.
When you take a look at the total report, the good news is we still have, in terms of the buyout dollar amount and the contingency, we still have over $1 million that is available before we go outside of the budget that we were planning on. However, I'm sure that that's going to get whittled down, and a project of this intensity and complexity, we're probably going to have some additional dollars into this project when it's all said and done.
I did have one other comment. I sat in today, contractors meeting out at the site. And again, I continue to see a lot of very good communication between the subcontractors moving this project along. It's moving along very rapidly, even with the weather issues. But again, I just wanted to mention that the communication issues that we may have had in the past seems to be resolving themselves. So I just want to pass that along to you, fellow commissioners, that it's pretty impressive out there right now, and there's a lot going on. Yes, sir.
I did miss the, was it AOC? What?
Oh, yeah, the owners and operators.
The owner operator meeting last Thursday, but does it look like they're getting the envelope, the building pretty much completed where?
Yeah, the roof, they're actually looking right now at securing heaters for the inside so they can start working inside. So that's a good sign.
It's encouraging.
Very encouraging before we get into the really bad weather. So they're trying to finish that envelope and get the guys inside. They're working really well now, switching between bad weather and moving inside, good weather, moving outside. So we're not losing really any time now that we have basic envelope completed. So good progress.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Embry. Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino, Commissioner Swaney, Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Our next item is a 90-day extension to the HATS agreement. Motion reads, move to approve a 90-day extension to the current agreement for animal shelter services between the Humane Animal Treatment Society, HATS, and Isabella County, such that the current agreement will expire December 31st, 2023 upon adoption.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve a 90-day extension to the HATS agreement. Discussion.
We've had a request, they're still working out, probably some of the issues are hopefully minor in the current agreement, and they're gonna need some additional time. They did that last year. We did that last year, and we have a good partner there, and we don't want to put pressure. We want to make sure we have a good agreement moving forward. So I don't see anything that would cause us any concern on the extension.
Just to piggyback on that, we do have a very good partner there. They run a really good facility. I've had the opportunity to tour it recently, along with the Michigan Attorney General. And she was impressed with the facility. The place is unbelievably clean for the number of animals that they care for in there. And the number of animals that they do emergency surgeries on, that they do spay and neuters on. I don't have the figures right at my fingertip, but it's incredible. The number of animals that they spay and neuter in that facility, and the number of animals that they care for and readopt. And it's a no-kill shelter, so they only put down animals that absolutely have to be put down because they're dangerous or because their health conditions are so severe that they won't survive anyway. So, yes, sir.
I brought this up at committee. I trap raccoons and skunks and possums, and I trapped a cat. And so I took the cat into the animal shelter, and it was a stray cat. It was a wild cat. They came out to look, see if it had a collar, and it was really aggressive, and they wouldn't take it. And you said they have a philosophy of a no kill, but we have a problem, I think, in this county with some wild animals that when you capture them, they're predators on game birds, songbirds. And, it seems like we need to have some kind of a avenue to take care of these animals. Fortunately, I had a friend that had a farm, and he took this cat, but I think we do have a problem that is going unanswered. And maybe that's something that could be addressed in the 90-day extension as we talk to contracts, see if there's any options available.
Possibly. I think the issue right now is that they're so full that they just can't care for anymore. They just don't have the space right now, but I understand you're not the only one that's been frustrated with that. Any other discussion on that? And seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
And our final item centers around resolution number 2023-8. Motion reads, move to approve resolution number 2023-08 in support of local control of solar and wind power project advancement and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve resolution number 2023-08. Discussion.
Well, during our work session, we did discuss how the state is trying to move towards carbon neutrality. Is it 2050? Is that right? Yep. And I respect that. And I think that's a good goal. But I think within that goal, that idea, I think it is still important that we have control over what is brought into our county. I think local control is still very important. And I think over time, as Mr. Marino pointed out, I think there's an opportunity to change some things, to make some adjustments so that it can happen without having to step on the toes of county commissions and local governments. So I'm certainly in favor of keeping the control here.
Discussion. Yeah, I'm in support of this, and as I said in the work session, I can understand the frustration at the state level, and some of these opposition groups are heavily funded by outside people. And other interests that have an interest in stopping any energy projects and out-of-state interests. And so I understand that frustration. I understand the reasoning for it. I do feel that local control is more important than all that. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none. Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, that completes the work of the Finance and Administration Committee.
Commissioners, and that will bring us down to Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
Our first item is fiscal year 2023 Emergency Management Performance Grant Agreement. Motion reads, move to approve the fiscal year 2023 Emergency Management Performance Grant Agreement in the total amount of $25,084 and authorize board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
And supported to approve fiscal year 2023 Emergency Management Performance Grant Agreement. Discussion.
So Director of our Emergency Management, Marcus Griffiths, and Coordinator Helen Lee were here to tried that in 2023. They had put out the written the grant for this money that provides 30% of salaries there. And we're here now to approve the money.
Very good. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Madam Clerk.
Okay, next up, contract between Isabella County Central Dispatch and Lamar. The motion reads, move to approve the contract between Isabella County Central Dispatch and Lamar dated September 29th, 2023 in the amount of $29,500 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Been supported to approve the contract between Isabel County Central Dispatch and Lamar. Discussion.
Yeah, this was set to be kind of ran in between meetings. And so it just needed to be backdated to get it started. So it's already in the budget.
Good. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
All right, third item, Community Corrections Fiscal Year 2024 Grant Award. Motion reads, move to approve the Community Corrections Fiscal Year 2024 Grant Award between Isabella County and Michigan Department of Corrections in the amount of $104,091. Authorize board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Been supported to approve the Community Corrections Fiscal Year 2024 Grant Award. Discussion.
Carrie Curtis and Andrew Foster, the Community Corrections Coordinator, submitted for funds from the state to provide for the court corrections to assist people to move outside of the courts and to get help with find themselves in a situation with drug dependent on drugs and other items. And we have received $110,000. Oh, no, we received $105,000 and some change after submitting application for $110,000. And this is the most amount of money that I've seen since I've been on the board approved. So now we get to taking the money from the state.
I like it.
Very good. Very true. Any other discussion? Okay, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry.
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Clerk,
Okay, next up, the TRICAP agreement for services. The motion reads, move to approve the agreement for services between Isabella County and Tri-County Education TRICAP in the amount not to exceed 20,000 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
been supported to approve the TRICAP agreement for services. Discussion.
Now, the TRICAP grant is wrote into the agreement that this has to be to get the grant, so. Add up some paperwork so we can get the grant.
Other discussion? That item, seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
All right, request to hire circuit court deputy clerk in the clerk's office. Motion reads, move to approve the request to hire a circuit court deputy clerk in the clerk's office at a non-union pay grade 8, year 2 step at $19.93 per hour, effective immediately.
Or
Been supported to approve request to hire circuit court deputy clerk in the clerk's office. Discussion.
This position has been open for 10 months and we finally have someone who's not only qualified for the base position, but well qualified with years of experience. And so we hope to hire them in at a little step above base.
Very good. Any further discussion on that item? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, next up is the Brian Beebe farmland agreement applications. This is be the first time you guys see these. They go through the planning commission, through the clerk's office and through our committee, and we've always supported farmland preservation, and basically we just check the application for errors. So we did combine different sections within the same person because we had multiple applications for the same person. So with that being said, I will, the motion reads, move to approve the Brian Beebe farmland agreement applications for parcel numbers 10-016-40-001-006. Agreement number 10-016-40-001-05 and 10-016-30-001-03 and instruct the Isabella County Clerk to forward the approved application to the MDA Farmland and Open Space Program.
Been moved and supported to approve the Brian Beebe farmland agreement applications. Discussion.
Thing was, at most of these were all for 10 years and everything seemed to be in order.
Any other discussion? And seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Fodor Farms LLC Farmland Agreement Applications. Motion reads, move to approve the Fodor Farms LLC Farmland Agreement Applications for parcel numbers 37-004-006-20-004-00, parcel number 37-13-006-20-004-00, and parcel number 37-13-006-10-004-00, and instruct Isabella County Clerk to forward the approved application to the MDA Farmland and Open Space Program.
Support.
Been moved in it's been moved and supported to approve the Fodor Farms LLC Farmland Agreement applications. Discussion.
Again, these applications have gone through the Planning Commission and subcommittee and were presented to the clerk, and they're completely filled out. And I believe these are also for 10 years. They all were.
No further discussion. Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, the Lewis R. Main Living Trust Farmland Agreement applications. The motion reads, move to approve the Lewis R. Main Living Trust Farmland Agreement applications for partial numbers 12-013-20-001-02, parcel 12-00, parcel 12-024-20-003-00, and parcel 12-013-40-001-01, and instruct the Isabella County Clerk to forward the approved application to the MDA Farmland and Open Space Program.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the Lewis R. Main Living Trust Farmland Agreement applications. Discussion.
Same as the other ones for 10 years, and everything seems to be in order.
Excuse me. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
All right, last item, Lewis R. Main and Chad D. Main Farmland Agreement. Move to approve the Lewis R. Main and Chad D. Main Farmland Agreement application for parcel number 12-013-10-001-10, and instruct Isabella County Clerk to forward the approved application to the MDA Farmland and Open Space Program.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the Lewis R. Main and Chad D. Main Farmland Agreement application. Discussion.
Again, this has been through several committees and the application looks in order for 10 years.
Thank you. Seeing no further discussion, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, that completes the work of the Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
Thank you, Commissioners, and that would bring us to Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
Thank you. First item is fiscal year 2024 recycling infrastructure grant agreement. The motion reads, move to approve the fiscal year 2024 infrastructure grant agreement between Isabella County and Eagle in the amount of $900,000 with 20% matching funds of $225,000 to come from the balance of 2% monies allocated to the Isabella County Material Recovery Facility Recycling Program and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support. Been moved and supported to approve the fiscal year 2024 recycling infrastructure grant agreement. Discussion.
Okay, earlier this afternoon, Jake Borton, the MRF director, let us inform us of this grant. We submitted the grant and it's an infrastructure recycling grant offered by the Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy in the amount of $1 million. Subsequently, on August 30th, 2023, Eagle approved the ICMRF with an offer of $900,000 in grant money for a 10,000 square foot addition, with the ICMRF providing a 20% match of $225,000. Matching fund money will come from the balance of the 2% we have previously received from Saginaw Chippewa Tribe for the ICMRF recycling program. The timeline on that is construction will start from spring 24 to summer 24. And we have the money for match, obviously. Any questions or comments on this?
Questions or comments? I'll just comment that this is exciting news. This is moving right along. Are on our way to becoming regional, multi-entity, single stream facility. Bottom line, what that's going to do is increase recycling throughout the state, throughout our region. So, any other discussion?
I'd just like to add, lots of other counties are interested in joining with us and they're excited too.
I think some of those counties are kind of glad that we took the lead because they weren't
Oh, boy.
quite sure how they were gonna comply with a new state mandates coming down.
It's a good deal.
Imperial plans, so. Any other discussion on that? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Embree,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino.
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney.
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Second item, reorganization of the material recovery facility. Motion reads, move to approve the reorganization of material recovery facility, MRF. Eliminating the MRF operations specialist position and adding a MRF supervisor position at the non-union paid grade 12 effective immediately.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the reorganization of the materials recovery facility. Discussion.
Yeah, this goes along with the first thing being a single screen. Jake is stepping up and he's gonna have to be on some other boards, which takes him away from the facility. And this allows us to remain putting someone in place that's going to be there. So he's gonna be away from the facility a lot. And this allows us to have somebody in place to can make the daily decisions and make sure everything is run up to code and being safe.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Yeah, Commissioner Embree.
Just happy to hear that I won't see much of Director Borton anymore. Just wanted to throw that out there. I can't wait to get that back. It just means that things are moving along extremely well. The less we see of
Right.
them, the better. So.
Right. Okay, any other discussion? What else we don't want to see in? Okay, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino. Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, our next item is the 2024 through 2028 5-year Recreation Master Plan Contractual Agreement. The motion reads, move to approve the 2024 to 2028 5-year Recreation Master Plan Contractual Agreement between Isabella County and PM Bluff Incorporated for a fee not exceeding $11,800 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Moved and supported to approve the 2024 to 2028 5-year Recreation Master Plan Contractual Agreement. Discussion.
Yes, Alexis Hanson, the Parks and Recs Director, came to committee and told us about this grant. We currently are under the master plan for 2019 to 23, and that expires 31st of this year. And so moving on, we'll have to come up with the other master plan since this is running out. Due to the scale and scope of the planning permission, along with the short turnaround time to meet MDNR submission deadline of February 1st, 2024, ICPR has budgeted for a consultant firm to help accomplish the creation of the plan. After receiving 5 quotes, and it came out that Blouth was the most attractive for references, experiences, and price point. So we went with that. Any questions or comments?
Commissioner Engler.
Go ahead.
I know I mentioned this last time. I should have mentioned it during the work session, but there is a survey on the master plan on the website that if you haven't taken it, go ahead and on there and fill out the survey. So it's on the county's website under the park department. So
Okay, good to know. Yeah, Commissioner Jelzinski.
So not only is the 5-year plan good because it gives you a chance to look down the road what you want to do, but it also makes you eligible for state and federal grants. And by my reckoning, I think the Parks and Recreation Commission got at least 3 grants in the current 5-year plan that's expiring. So money well spent. You don't get those grants without the plan.
About the plan, a lot of hard work from the parks directors and staff. Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jelzinski,
Yes, I
Commissioner
want to
Hope.
make sure you hear me.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
And next item, Regional 7 Area Agency on Aging Contractual Agreement. Motion reads, move to approve the Regional 7 Area Agency on Aging Contractual Agreement with Isabel County and required documents for fiscal year 2024 and authorize the board chair to sign.
Support.
And moved and supported to approve the Region 7 Area Agency on Aging Contractual Agreement. Discussion.
This has been going on 51 years. And we want to thank them. This will total 26,000, I'm sorry, $267,605. And allows us to do and keep up the good work of it.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jelzinski,
Yes,
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, our next item is Isabella County Drain Commissioners 2023 Annual Report. The motion reads, move to accept the Isabella County Drain Commissioners 2023 Annual Report as presented and file the report with the Isabella County Clerk.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept the Isabella County Drain Commissioners 2023 Annual Report. Discussion.
At our earlier In the committee and at our earlier meeting this afternoon, Robert Willoughby, the Isabella County Drain Commissioner, presented this report to us. He mentioned that a lot of upgrading of several old drains has been accomplished. That's always good to get those out of the way every time. And anything else? Anybody have any comments or?
You just,
We just have a lot of. We've got all the big projects. It should be slowing down here in the next few years, so. We're looking good.
Over the hump.
any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Here, next item, 2023 drain tax apportionment for Isabel County. Motion reads, move to adopt the 2023 drain tax apportionment for Isabel County tax billing. Support.
Been moved and supported to adopt the 2023 drain tax apportionment for Isabella County. Discussion.
This is an annual thing, and this allows us to collect the taxes and
Questions, comments? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Hutchinson,
yeah.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
no, Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Clerk.
Okay, our last item is repairs to well number 1 at Lake Water Supply System, Lake Isabella. Motion reads, move to proceed with repairs to well number 1 at Lake Isabella Water Supply System as presented.
Support.
Been moved and supported to proceed with repairs to well number 1 at the Lake Water Supply System. Discussion.
Right. Well number 2 at Lake Isabella has the rehabilitation on that pump well was completed in mid-May 2023. Now we're going to be working on well number 1. It's due for rehabilitation, and it was approved in the 2023 fiscal budget. The thing is that while well number 1 has a backup power systems in case we lose power, the well will still keep going. Well number 2 is not. So an additional $8,500 for a temporary connection to auxiliary power for well number 2 is needed to make sure that we provide continuous service for the Lake Isabella customers. Any questions or comments?
No questions or comments. Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino, Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
That completes the work of the Public Resources and Human Resources Committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, commissioners. We have no intergovernmental affairs, no administrator controller issues, no unfinished business. Under new business, Commissioner Jazinski, would you care to make that motion for us, please?
Yes, it's the darn thing's working now. Happen. The 2023 October apportionment report. Motion reads, move to approve the 2023 October apportionment report as presented by the Equalization Department.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the 2023 October apportionment report. Discussion.
Well, the Equalization Department is required to report all the various millages in the county to the state. So, I mean, you have townships that'll have a fire millage, you'll have a police millage, you have the school districts, you have the intermediate school districts, you have uh, Mid-Michigan College. So all these are down there, the millage amounts, and it gets reported to the state. So we stay out of trouble and they can get their millages.
We got any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino.
Yeah.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson.
Yes.
Commissioner Embry.
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And that brings us down to general public comment, and I don't believe we have any general public, so
Out of one.
we'll move on to announcements. Commissioners, any announcements? Yes, Commissioner Marino.
Found out that the Mount Pleasant Area Chamber of Commerce is having an after hours this Thursday from 5 to 7. It will be at the municipal airport. And I used to live right by there when I was a little kid, and I walked to the airport and look at all the planes. And also another thing that happened when I was there, I met several governors of Michigan. And I thought, man, I'd sure like to be the governor of Michigan. I could fly all around. But I think it'll be a good time, and it's quite interesting how they've developed over the years.
Any other announcements? Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to throw out a big old happy birthday to our head chair guy here. Open
That's
home.
right. That's right. Happy birthday, sir.
When you've had as many trips around the sun as I have, they're not as big a deal, I guess. I will never complain about getting old because I've known too many people that never had the opportunity, so. Thank you for that, Commissioner Hutchinson. Any other announcements? Yes, sir.
Just again, a shout out to Madam Administrator and Administration and our department heads and elected officials for working the plan in order to maintain continuity of county operations. It was pretty seamless. And I know they've got a lot of work ahead, and it could be a long time, but the fact that we had a plan that works and it shows that we have the right leadership when it comes to a situation like this where we have an emergency. So thank you to all of you.
And I'll just piggyback on that a little bit. I was out at the EOC Friday with our administrative controller and the department heads and our emergency manager, and it was a seamless transition. Everyone focused on how can we move forward? What do we need to do? It was really amazing. So kudos to all the folks involved, all the department heads. Administrator Frost and emergency manager Mark Griffiths. Yes, sir.
Also got to recognize Michelle,
Mhm.
put the, keeping everybody electronically connected so they could do their work. I don't know how you can do that remotely since you couldn't go into your office, but good job.
Thank you. Any other announcements? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 7:55. Thanks, everyone. Good meeting.